Hey, do you think sometimes that you got it all together and you know what's going on and you're all good to go and you're humping up your right muscles and you're like, "Yeah, man, I got this. I know what's going on in life. I've got everything under wraps and I'm smart and I know the answers and I can do everything because I'm marvelous." Don't be stupid, right? Uh, we get that way sometimes in our lives, right? We super impose this, we are the smartest, best, and we got it all, and we know how to do everything. And there was a guy like that, right, in the New Testament, and his name was Nicodemus. He was one of the highest ranking Pharisees in the religious sect, right? He was one of the religious leaders. He was a member of the Sanhedrin. He was a member of the ruling class in the religion. He was powerful. He had status. Everybody knew him. When he walked down the street with his tassels on his robe flowing, people would be like, "Ooh, there's Nicodemus, man. He's awesome. He's so smart. He's so godly. He's so righteous. He's awesome," right? And then Nicodemus runs into Jesus. And, Jesus is creating a stir in the country with these new teachings that he had. And Nicodemus heard him speak and was like, "Man, there's something different about this guy. He's got authority. He speaks truth. He speaks with power." And so he wants to meet him. And so he goes and he finds Jesus in the middle of the night one night. And he says, hey, man, good guy, good teacher. Hey, you're doing some great things. You're awesome." And Jesus says, "Why are you calling me good, man? What's going on? What do you need?" And Nicodemus just kind of throws some more like heavy, "Hey, you're awesome, you're cool." And Jesus says, "Hey, listen, here's the deal. If you want to go to heaven, if you want to be involved in a relationship with God, you have to be reborn." And Nicodemus is like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about. How can I be reborn? I'm an old dude, man. I can't go back into my mom's womb. Are you crazy? That's ridiculous." And Jesus says, "I'm giving you a new teaching and you don't understand it. And you're one of the religious leaders. You're one of the ones that is the problem. You're one of the ones who is supposed to be leading people closer to God, into relationships with God, and instead you're throwing up all these rules and all these barriers and keeping people from coming into relationship with God." Right? Now, if you're Nicodemus after that, right, and Jesus is kind of giving it to him a little bit. If you're Nicodemus, do you walk away with your tail between your legs and be like, "Man, I never want to see that dude again"? But here's something special about Nicodemus. When Jesus was crucified, when he was going through the trial and everything, Nicodemus stood up for him in front of the other Pharisees. When Jesus was crucified and dead, Nicodemus helped Joseph of Arimathea, another Pharisee. They took his body and they laid him in Joseph's tomb. Now, Nicodemus, from that point forward, from that night when Jesus confronted him, he looked deeper into who Jesus was, and he never turned back. He followed Jesus from that time on. As we go through our days, may we continue to chase after Jesus, to find out who he truly is, what he truly means, and how he can change our lives forever. May God continue to pour out his grace, mercy, and blessings on each and every one of us until we get to meet again. Amen. Amen.